What is going on, guys? It is Halftime Productions. Welcome back to the channel. First of all, I hope you're all having a great day. And as you see on the screen, we are on NBA 2K17. This is going to be a throwback simulation today. We're going back all the way to 2017 and simulating the season and playoffs on this game. This is honestly one of my favorite 2Ks of all time. In my opinion, probably top 3 right behind 2K16 and maybe 2K11. But man, this was such a fun game. If you remember, they had the iconic Paul George loading screen. This was a fun game for my park and like the career mode. I don't know which you guys' top 3 is, but comment down below. I love doing throwback videos. I think the last one we did was 2K18, but listen, we're going on 2017 season. As you see, here are my league settings. It is crazy how different it is today. And we're going to look through the rosters, simulate the season to see what 2K17 predicts the champion to be. And here we are already on the My League calendar, and it is just giving so much nostalgic vibes. We're going to go through, look at the teams right now. 76ers, not one player over 80 overall. Can you believe that? Okafor is their best player. Ben Simmons, no Joel Embiid yet. Giannis is 21 years old. He's an 83 overall. Can you just imagine? 5 years later, he'd be the best player in the NBA. And then we see Jimmy Butler on the Chicago Bulls with Dwayne Wade at an 87. It's crazy because a lot of these overalls are not that high. Like if you look at the overalls nowadays on 2K25, the highest rated player is like a 99. Even Evan Mobley's a 92. Right now, a 92 would be like Isaiah Thomas. Oh, we know Isaiah Thomas is an 85. That's kind of crazy. He should be like a 90. Marcus Smart should be a 85 or 86. This Celtics team, honestly, one of my favorite teams to watch. As we just saw the Cleveland Cavaliers, who ended up winning a championship the year prior in 2016, led by LeBron, Kyrie, Kevin Love. But this Clippers team, solid Clippers team, Blake Griffin, Chris Paul. The Grizzlies, they're great as well. Marcus Gasol on the team, Mike Conley at an 85. But as you can see, like I just mentioned, the overalls are not that high. I mean, I don't know what happened to 2K over the years where Evan Mobley is a 92 overall. I just think these overalls are way more fun because not every player is going to be in the 90s. You have to earn it. So that's just kind of some old throwback vibes we're getting of this game right here. As we see the Golden State or the Gordon Hayward-led Jazz, which is crazy. I remember when Gordon Hayward was on Utah, he was a beast. But since he left Utah, man, his career did not end up that great. We saw DeMarcus Cousins, one of my favorite big men on the Kings at a 90 overall. Carmelo was an 88 on the Knicks, but Porzingis, Derrick Rose, the Lakers' best player was a 79 overall. Not one player over 80. That is actually kind of crazy. Your young Brandon Ingram at 19 years old. Vucevic was the best player on the Magic. He was an 80 overall. I mean, Vucevic at an 80 overall on the Magic then would probably be like an 85, I guess, today. I don't know. But we just saw the Mavericks with Dirk Nowitzki, Jeremy Lin on the Nets, no Jokic on the Nuggets. Oh no, Jokic is on the Nuggets. I forget. He was a young guy. He was only 79 overall. So he is the best player in today's game, so it's just crazy to see that he was a 79 back in 2017. Man, how about that progression from Jokic? I don't think anybody saw that coming. If you did, that's some crazy stuff. But we saw Paul George, the cover athlete on this game, Andy Davis on the Pelicans as a 90 overall. Andre Drummond was an 87. Reggie Jackson was an 82. I mean, that's not a bad overall for Reggie Jackson. I'm surprised at that, actually. The Raptors were a solid team. DeRozan, 87. Lowry, an 86. The Rockets, James Harden was a 90 overall. I mean, today, he would probably be a 99 on 2K25. I mean, he was the best player, one of the best players, I should say, in that 2017 season, 2018. Kawhi Leonard's a 93 overall in the San Antonio Spurs. Eric Bledsoe was an 85 overall for the Suns. He was a beast, low-key Eric Bledsoe, I should say. But the Thunder, Westbrook, 93. This Thunder team was so much fun to watch. Russell Westbrook, one of my favorite players of all time, non-Celtic-wise. Then we see the Timberwolves, a young Levine, a young Wiggins, Towns, Damian Lillard, 89 overall on the Blazers. Not sure how he didn't crack 90. Curry, Golden State with Durant, Thompson, and Green as well. I mean, this team, so many finals appearances. On paper, I mean, this doesn't even look fair. How did they even assemble that team? John Wall, 88 overall. John Wall, man, such a great player back in the day. So much fun to watch. But guys, we're going to see if we're going to get history repeated or will it rewrite itself as we simulate from the 2017 season here on NBA 2K17, which is crazy to say. And as we get to the end, LeBron James will win your most valuable player, 22 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. He probably was the MVP because of the record, but we see rookie there goes to Brandon Ingram. Brandon Knight, you guys remember Brandon Knight? He won Sixth Man of the Year for the Phoenix Suns. John Wall, how about this one's Defensive Player of the Year? He would be the first star since Gary Payton. Obviously, a couple years later, Marcus Smart ended up breaking that. the greatest player of all time, Marcus Smart, you guys know. Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year, 66 wins for that dominant Warriors team. And as we look at the league leader in points, James Harden, McCollum, Isaiah Thomas. I mean, what a top three. Can you believe that? James Harden, I mean, we expected that, but McCollum and Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah Thomas, one of my favorite players all time as well. As we see Curry and Lillard there, number 4 and 5. We go to rebounds per game. DeAndre Jordan and Andre Jordan, I should say, lead the rebounds per game. Elfrid Payton, Jeremy Lin in the assists per game as Reggie Jackson's number 1. How about Reggie Jackson here in 2017? And we go to the standings in the Eastern Conference. Cleveland, the number 1 spot. Toronto, so far behind the 1 seed, but they make it. Detroit, Chicago, Philly, Indiana, Atlanta, and Miami. My Celtics, I don't know what happened here. They didn't make it. The Knicks finished last in the East. Then we go to the Western Conference. The Warriors, best team in the league. Right behind them, OKC, San Antonio, Memphis, Houston, Portland, LA Clippers, and the Jazz, as the Lakers barely miss out, and the worst team will go to the Phoenix Suns. So that's the Western Conference standings. And now here we are to the playoffs. As you see on the screen, this is such a different layout than what it is today in 2K25, and I really enjoyed this layout. On the right of the screen, you can see the social media presence. On the top of the screen, you can see the team and their championships. And then we have the bracket. So this will be the 2017 bracket. And up on the screen is the actual real-life playoffs, what happened that year. So let's see if history will rewrite itself or repeat itself. We have a couple new teams, a couple teams who didn't make it in real life on this simulation. So here we go, guys. The 2017 playoffs re-simulated on NBA 2K27. What did I just say? The 2017 playoffs re-simulated on 2K17. Oh my goodness. It's just still crazy for me to say that, but guys, the games are all simulated live here, so go grab your snacks, sit down, relax. The road to the NBA Finals will begin here in the very first round. So fellas, let the madness begin. Here we go. NBA 2K17, the first time we get a look at the action, and it's a steal. It's a low-scoring game, this one. I don't even know who's dribbling. The layup is missed. Oh man, I'm missing this game already. And the Bulls will sweep the 76ers here as they close it out in Philly, game 4. And I miss this 76ers court. What do you guys think? Philly, I don't know what happened, but they definitely blew this series as we're now off to Utah. It is the Warriors who get a steal. They're up by 2. Durant puts in the layup. Warriors up by 4, and Golden State is just a few seconds away from closing out this series. Durant with 30, Utah down 3-0 against this Golden State team. Here we go, 36 seconds, need a basket. Hayward gets in the paint, quick jumper, rattles in, cuts it to 2, and these fans are on their feet, but now they gotta play defense and get it stopped. Iguodala to inbound, it goes to Curry. Jazz, full court pressure, Curry having trouble, he's gotta get it across the line, and he does. Solid defense there from Utah, but they gotta get it stopped. Klay Thompson, the dagger, no, rebound Favors, Jazz on the break, no more timeouts, down by 2, shot clock is off, season comes down to this, ball in the hands of Hayward. You want this guy taking the shots, let's see what they do. They go to Hill, pump fake on Curry, spin, Hill, through traffic, and it's in! Utah ties it with .6, full court from Thompson, air ball, the Jazz force overtime. What a shot from Hill, and this game isn't over yet. And Utah holds on in overtime after forcing it. What a game for the Jazz to keep their season alive. They will force a game 5, 118-113 your final. It was Hood who had 34, that's crazy, but Hill had the miraculous overtime shot. Curry and Durant with 34-38, and Klay Thompson only 2 points. That's probably why they lost. Anyways, we get right back to this series in game 5, and the Jazz celebration is short-lived as they will fall 109-90 in game 5. So the Warriors, the former Western Conference champs, the team that actually won the championship in real life this season, are going to be moving on after they beat the Utah Jazz in 5. And now we're going to a game in Cleveland. It is the Cavaliers, the team that went to the finals in real life this year. They will knock off the Miami Heat in 5. LeBron James beats his former team here, so that's a sweet celebration for the King. 106-87 Cleveland. And now a game in Indiana, 1-point lead for the Pistons, but they trail 3-2 in the series. So can they win on the road and force game 7? This Pacers team trying to win it. Here they throw to the corner, open jump shot, bang! From downtown, the three is in, and the Pacers lead with 43 seconds. What a huge basket, and now the pressure's on Detroit. How will they answer back? 40 seconds, their season on the line. Quick jumper, it's no good. Rebound, Paul George, and here come the Pacers on the break. George steps it back out, gives it up to Jeff Teague. Shot clock at 15 seconds. George to drive, draws two, right back to Young. He hit it a moment ago, and he hits it again. Thaddeus Young can do no wrong. It's a 4-point lead right now. These Pacers fans, I mean, it is going crazy in this arena. Caldwell Pope, 14 seconds. They need to get a quick basket. Their double team comes. Harris, swing it, corner three, won't go. Tip in by Drummond. They cut it to a 2-point game. And Steve Van Gundy, he is not too happy. So they have to play the foul game right now, down by 2. And they will foul Monte Ellis. Oh man, it's crazy to say that name here in 2025. Monte Ellis. If you guys know, he was a beast back in the day when he was on the Golden State Warriors. And now he makes the first free throw, makes the second. So that should do it in 7 seconds. Or unless the Pistons run down and get a quick three. Here they go. Time running down. Need to shoot it quickly. They gotta get it up. What are they doing? 1 second. They're not even gonna get a shot up. And the Pacers close out Detroit in 6. What a crazy finish this game. Indiana moves on. And now we're going to a game in Portland. The San Antonio Spurs will knock off this Blazers team in 6 games. A close series. Portland gave this team a run, but San Antonio is on their way to the second round of the Western Conference as they'll await the winner of the Clippers and the Thunder series. San Antonio gets the job done. Here we are in Memphis. It's a Game 7. We have Game 7s the rest of the way as Gasol loses it. Houston up by 1 in enemy territory. They have the ball and they can extend on this lead as it's turned over. Here comes Memphis on the break. Allen, Randolph, nobody in front. It's good. Memphis with the lead. 27 seconds away from moving on. Game 7, the 2 best words in sports. And here comes James Harden. He is right now one of the best players in the league as he's working on his defender. Double team comes, kicks it, open Beverly, puts it in. Patrick Beverly, clutch 3-point shot. Timeout Memphis with 14.7 remaining. It comes down to this for the Grizzlies. Under 10 seconds. Here is Conley. 4, 3. Gasol with it. Gasol for overtime. Off the mark. Houston wins. It was Patrick Beverly with a game-winning shot. And the series is over in 7. Houston survives, and they'll move on. Now we got a Game 7 in Oklahoma City. It's the 7-seeded Clippers down by 2 to the 2-seeded Thunder. What a matchup this is in the first round. In the corner, 3-point shot, no good. And OKC with the rebound. They can hold it. They're up by 2. No need to rush. A basket here would be big time. They can close it out with a shot. Here is Westbrook. Baseline. Draws 2. Kicks it. Robertson. Not a great shooter. And that is no good and out of bounds. Clippers get the ball. Who will the Clippers go to? 13 seconds. CP3 with the ball. Now under 10 seconds will be Griffin. Redick. Or will Chris Paul take it himself? They get Blake Griffin off a pin down. Jumper is good. Blake Griffin ice in his veins. Thunder inbound. It's Westbrook. Good if it goes. Off the mark and overtime in this game between the Clippers and the Thunder. Thunder can't believe they let that basket up. And as we get to overtime, Chris Paul at the line. They're now up by 2. This to make it a 3-point game with 4.2. Westbrook is fouled out. It is good from Paul. Down by 3. Looking to force another overtime. Here we go. It's a good look. And it's short. The 7-seeded Clippers stun the 2-seed Thunder and knock them off in 7. What a battle. What a finish. Paul Pierce even celebrating. Now we are on to the second round. As you see, I did not have the series between the Raptors and the Hawks, but the Toronto Raptors won in 5 games. So now we have 8 teams remaining. Hopefully your favorite team is still in it as we re-simulate the season and playoffs here on NBA2K17. I'm having a lot of fun. The gameplay is definitely old, but seriously, it's very entertaining to make, and I hope it's entertaining to watch. So guys, let's simulate the second round here on NBA2K17. We begin the conference semis here in Chicago. The Cavaliers have only lost 1 game right now as Kevin Love. No respect for the CPU, but as I was saying, they lost 1 game so far in this playoff simulation as they run through Chicago, winning this in a sweep Cleveland goes to the conference finals, and now we're off to San Antonio. The free throw is good, and this Clippers team has found momentum as they're on their way to the Western Conference Finals, something they could never do back in the day in real life, but here in this NBA 2K17 sim, they get it done, and the Spurs with Kawhi Leonard will fall in 5 games, so down goes San Antonio as there are no more teams remaining in Texas. Clippers get it done to move on. Here is a game in Toronto, a blowout, as the Raptors will take care of the Pacers, winning in 5. So that sets up a matchup between LeBron James and Toronto as the Pacers season comes to an end in the second round of this simulation. Houston, Golden State, Game 7, the 2 best words in sports, kick into the corner of the 3. Oh, a rims in. What a bounce there for Houston. Sometimes you need a bit of luck. And now the Warriors, who are the champions this year, facing elimination down by 2, 35 seconds, ball in the hands of Durant, the pull-up jumper. It's off the mark. Gordon the rebound, and Houston can start to feel the momentum. If they get a shot that goes in right here, they could send this Warriors team home. It would be crazy, as here comes a double from the Warriors on Harden. It's thrown away, stolen by Golden State. 14 seconds, no timeout. In the paint, Thompson, it's in. Tie game, 11 seconds. Who just came online? Who's interrupting my video? You gotta get out of here. Oh my goodness, what just happened? 4 seconds. Here's Harden with 3, with 2. Harden for the win. No, another overtime in this simulation. That's like 3 now, and this game isn't over yet. Game 7 between these 2 juggernauts. And the Warriors up by 5 points. Stephen Curry getting a repeat chance. And this team, when facing elimination, backs against the wall, they always seem to prevail. And the Rockets will not get past the Warriors even in this simulation, as Golden State will win and move on to the Western Conference Finals. What a finish this game in overtime. Down goes Houston. I mean, it is going to be hard to beat this Warriors team when their big 3 combines for 91 points. Curry 32, Thompson 31, Durant 28, and a triple-double. They move on, and now we're down to 4 teams. It looks a little bit different, but also a little similar than it was in 2017, as the Warriors will face the Clippers, and the Cavaliers will face the Raptors. This should be interesting as we now simulate the conference finals here in NBA 2K17 to see which 2 teams will make the finals. Will it be Cleveland and Golden State again? Well, let's find out right now. Here we go. Here is a Game 5 in Cleveland. The Raptors are up by 1, looking to force a Game 6 as they're down 3-1 in the series. DeMarre Carroll rips LeBron James, 42 seconds. Lowry, it's in. It's a 4-point lead for Toronto. And oh my goodness, can they come back and win this series? We've seen teams do before. As underneath is Thompson, right from LeBron James to cut it to 2. And they needed that. But now Cleveland's going to play some defense. It was just a 4-point game. So if they can get a stop here and get a basket, it would be big time. Kyle Lowry, who just hit the 3, has it. Wasting some clock. Goes to DeRozan. DeRozan gets a decent look, but he missed it. LeBron the rebound. Here come the Cavs. J.R. Smith. What are you shooting? No! Picked up by Love with the foul! He gets it in! Kevin Love to tie it and a chance to take the lead. Let's see that again. I mean, LeBron James was going for the putback dunk, but it falls in Love's hands. This is the big free throw they needed, and Love is got it. Cleveland 15 seconds away from going to the NBA Finals. Here are the Raptors, season on the line. You gotta go to DeRozan. I'm figuring, even though he missed it last time, I'll go right back to him as they do go to DeRozan. In the paint, DeRozan, it's in! DeMar DeRozan with 1 second, clutch basket, Cleveland. Oh, it almost went in, but the Raptors forced Game 6. It was DeRozan's game-winning layup that wins it 97-96. This series ain't over yet, and the series is now over because in the very next game, the Cavaliers will hold on and eliminate the Raptors. It was a close one, but Cleveland gets it done, and they're headed back to the Eastern Conference Finals. Kyle Lowry's 22 wasn't enough, as Irving led the way with 31 points. And now we go to a game where the Clippers rewrite history. They're going to the finals. How about this Clippers team knocking off the juggernaut, the best team in NBA history, arguably. This 2017 Warriors team with Durant, Curry, Green, Thompson, they get the upset and shock the world as they win the series. So the Cleveland Golden State rivalry will be broken up here in 2017 as the Clippers now join the party as a 7 seed to face LeBron James and this Cavaliers team. In real life, we saw the Warriors end up beating the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers, who ended up winning the year before, are looking to get it back-to-back, and the Clippers are looking to win a championship. So let's simulate this best of 7 series here in NBA 2K17. LA, Cleveland up next, and we go to a Game 6. We're tied 108 in Los Angeles. 50 seconds. Clippers lead the series. Mote! 3 points in. That's a fun name to say. And the Clippers lead with 45 seconds. Can they really win this game right now and pull off one of the greatest championships ever? Here is Irving in the paint, and it is good from J.R. Smith. Now it's a 1-point lead for the Clippers, 35 seconds, and we have seen this Cavaliers team in this simulation, backs against the wall, come back and almost win a game, as here is Jamal Crawford. It's no good. Offensive rebound from CP3. He's looking to win his first championship. 25 seconds. These Clippers fans on their feet, decked out in red here at the Staples Center. Irving rises for 3. Bang! Kyrie ties it at 113. What a shot. That would be the greatest shot in NBA history, arguably, if this was real life. And now this is a possession to win it for the Clippers. Oh my goodness, under 10 seconds. No timeouts in the hands of Chris Paul. Now they go to Crawford. Crawford gets in the paint and scores. Jamal Crawford with 2.2. Inbound Cleveland. No! The Clippers are NBA champions! Jamal Crawford wins it! Unbelievable ending! The LA Clippers are champions! I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that. Of course, this is just a simulation, but as we go back to 2K17 and re-simulate the season, the Clippers defeat Cleveland to win it all in 6 games. And guys, I need to see your reactions down below in the comments to what just happened. And man, going back to 2K17 on the game, it was so much fun. Gave me so much nostalgic vibes. I really enjoyed the simulation. I hope you guys did too. And let me know down below, what next game should I re-simulate on? I will do what you guys say in the comments, but the celebration continues. I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. I appreciate the love. You are all the GOATs. Champions are the Clippers. But guys, it's Halftime Productions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one as we out for today.